the nail structure. There's lots of different parts of the nail that we're going to need to know, so the structure and the function. So in each of these slides here, we've added the diagram so you know the location of the nail. What we are going to discuss is the function. So our first bit that we are going to be familiarising ourselves with is the nail free edge. The free edge is the part of the nail that extends from the fingertip. Some of us have longer ones, some of us have shorter ones. The free edge is just the extension of the nail plate. The next part of the nail is the nail plate. Now, to really understand the function of the nail plate is to think of this like, I imagine, like shields. The shields are there to protect you, and they're hard keratinized cells, and they're bounded together by fat and moisture. The next part of the nail is the nail walls, and I think of these as bouncers. So imagine I'm a celebrity, I've got 2 bouncers on the side, and they're going to protect me from any damage or external damage from anyone. They're like my cushions. So nail walls act as a cushion to help if you knock your nail, to help with any sort of accidents that you may have and take the initial force of any accidents. The next part is your nail grooves. Now these go forward or go straight. Tend to find with older clients, like your mature clients, that they're more defined, you can see them more, you don't see them as much as we're younger. But the purpose of these are like our roads or train tracks, as they allow our nail to grow straight. It's the right direction for our nails to grow. The nail bed, this reminds me of a mattress. It supports us to sleep, so the nail bed supports the nail plate to sit on it. The nail bed has lots of blood vessels, it gets that pinky colour from that, as well as having nerve endings, so that's where we can always feel, especially if we've damaged our nails, we can feel that from our nerve endings from our nail bed. The La Luna, so this is our half moon, a lot of us know that. Some people have big, large ones, other people you can't really see, especially if it's hidden by the cuticle. This doesn't actually have a function, but some people, yeah, is visible, some people's are not. The next one is the hypernicum. The hypernicum, I think, is like bathroom sealant. So the bathroom sealant stops any bacteria from entering or any excess water from entering, causing mould. And it's the same sort of idea with the nail. The hypernicum is just under the free edge and the fingertip. Okay, so it attaches just there. And it stops water from entering under your nail. It stops bacteria and dirt causing infection. Can damage your hypernicum, and that's where it gets really, really sore and infected. The cuticle. It's just above the epinicium, and it is your dead skin that you can remove. It is part of your horny layer, and it's found at the base of your nail. People say if you do cut them, it encourages nail growth. Other therapists are like, do not cut your cuticles. So again, depending on where you go from your training and what company you go for, will depend on how they cut or remove or maintain their cuticles. The epinicium, this is found at the bottom, so it's just underneath the cuticle. And this stops any bacteria from entering the nail. Again, like the hypernicum, it stops bacteria and the infection occurring, and if damaged, can be really sore. Now your matrix is really important with regards to your nail structure. It's like the dermal papilla. The matrix delivers all the nutrients and vitamins to your nail, and it's all part of your blood supply. When you damage your nail, sometimes you can damage your matrix, and that's where you find your nail will fall off. Sometimes your nail won't regrow because you've damaged your matrix that badly. But the matrix is found just around, like underneath your fingertip, just there. So looking at the products and equipment used, we're going to start with the nail buffer. This really encourages nail growth. This looks like a little iron, and you make sure that you're using it along with your nail grooves, as that encourages your nail growth. So your cuticle pusher, this is normally a metal tool that's got a flat edge, and you're just pushing down, lifting that cuticle, any dead skin that there may be. You will find that men normally have more cuticle, or someone that doesn't normally have any manicures will have larger cuticles up their nail bed. So when you're using the cuticle pusher, you will find that you're exposing more of the nail plate, making the nail look longer. Cuticle nippers, again, these are metal. These then remove and cut away any of the cuticle, excess dead cuticle skin. The emery board is your natural nail file. So again, make sure you're using an emery board and not a nail file for acrylic or gel nails. This ensures that your nails are maintained and not damaged. When filing, you file straight and not seesaw. So an orange wood stick, some companies or some therapists use this as a cuticle pusher. I wouldn't advise to. However, the main purpose of an orange wood stick is to use a method as we use as candy floss. And this is where we wrap some cotton wool around the end of a orange wood stick, and it helps us dip that into a bit of non-acetone nail polish and remove any excess nail varnish or tidy the nail varnish up. We are now looking at buffing paste. This is quite grainy, normally a light greyish colour, and you use this alongside your buffer. This helps to make your nails smooth and encourage healthy nail growth. Cuticle remover. This is a lot stronger. We don't recommend to use this all the time, only anyone with excess cuticles. Tend to find you use it more in pedicures, but this really helps soften the cuticle area a lot more than cuticle cream. Cuticle cream is the same process as the cuticle remover, but it's a lot kinder. You would use this more so in your manicures and pedicure treatments. An exfoliator, quite grainy for the feet, not so grainy for the hands, but it's there to freshen your skin, improve your desquamation, make sure all your dead skin cells are removed and your skin is left feeling soft. Massage cream is used to make sure that we're lubricating the skin, moisturising it and giving it that glow and intense moisture that it needs during the manicure pedicure treatment. Base coat, something we don't always use but we really do need to use because it really stains our nails if we don't. So the base coat there is to protect us from any nail polish colour that we use. It ensures that the nail polish is applied nice and smoothly. The nail paint comes in a variety of different colours, thousands as you I'm sure aware of. You normally apply 2 to 3 coats, and then to finish the paint off you would then apply a top coat, and the top coat there is a protective layer for your nail polish. It makes it last longer and helps with the chipping. Barbicide, this is used to store your tools on your manicure desk or pedicure station, and it keeps your tools clean and sterilised. Please make sure you read the instructions when using barbicide, as you will need to dilute this to ensure that it's working. So heated mitts and booties are used in a luxury manicure pedicure. It's a really nice treatment to add in. You would use this alongside your mask, so you'd apply your hand mask or foot mask on, put it into a plastic bag, a treatment bag, not a Sainsbury's one, pop that into your booties or your mitts and leave around 5 to 10 minutes. Improves desquamation, so it really helps with the renewal of removing the dead skin and encouraging new skin cells to come to the surface. Heated mitts and booties are really good as well for my older clients that suffer from arthritis or stiff joints. It helps loosen them up and reduces their pain. Paraffin wax, really good for dead skin as well as dry skin as well. It helps penetrate that product into your skin a lot deeper. So with paraffin wax, it's like a soft wax and it heats up to about 50 degrees Celsius. You would apply this with your brushes, and again put a bag over the top of your hands or your feet to protect it, and then wrap it up in a towel. It helps with skin conditions, it helps with stiff joints again, and it's really nice to put a mask underneath this sometimes as well if someone's really suffering from dry skin. Warm oil, not something typically used a lot, but it is a lovely treatment to have. So someone's come in with really dry cuticles, really brittle dry nails and dry skin. So instead of using your water, you would use warm oil for the client to soak their hands in. You would then use warm oil to massage. Again, brilliant for dry skin, brilliant to add that moisture back into the nails. When using your heated mitts or booties, you can use the oil as well as a type of mask. There's a few tips for when painting the nail. So make sure you're always pulling back the nail walls and holding your nail polish. Try to avoid keep going over with stroking movements. This can make the nail polish gloopy. You want to be just going once and use it like when you're painting a wall. You don't paint thickness, you paint in layers, and they're nice thin layers. So you want to paint nice thin layers, 1 to 2 to 3 strokes on the nail, and then keep applying your 2 to 3 layers. If your first layer is really thick, you're going to then find 1, the drying is going to be difficult, and 2, it's going to be too much product on the nail. Make sure you always tidy up with our candy floss technique using the orange wood stick, and try to avoid flooding. So that's where you put the brush halfway down the nail and not straight near the cuticle. That then allows you to push the nail polish brush down and have more control. Lastly, always make sure that you wait between you painting your layers of colour. Otherwise, the timings will take forever and you'll find that drying time won't be effective. When deciding what colour to use, always remember bright colours draw attention. So if someone's embarrassed by their hands or don't want to do that, avoid bright colours. Dark colours can make a nail look longer, but it can also make it look shorter. So if someone has got really short nails, avoid using the dark colours. If someone has small hands and feet, tend to go for lighter colours. And pearlescent nail polish can bring attention to, with regards to the light, and actually highlight any flaws in your nail. Always remember, ultimately though, you can only advise your client on these colours. If they want an opposite to what you've suggested, then you'll have to paint that colour. So when completing a manicure pedicure treatment on a male, make sure that you have that conversation with him before and don't just assume he doesn't want nail polish. A lot of men do like to have, even if it's a clear nail polish, on their nails. But if they don't, make sure you're adapting. Typically, men like a deeper massage, they need more cuticle work, and they need more exfoliation due to some of the jobs that they do. Buffing is super important with a male client to get that shine, especially if they don't want the nail polish but they want healthy looking nails. As well as discussing the nail shape. Typically the men will go for a square nail shape, but again, have that discussion during your consultation. And obviously offer them the luxury manicure pedicure treatments you'd offer your female clients too. So factors that can affect the nail growth, we've got internal and external. So starting with our internal, we have our diet and nutrition. This is a major factor. If you've got a poor diet, your nails are not going to be growing as well, or you're going to have more problems with your skin and nails. If clients are on medication, this can be a big factor as well as to why they're having problems with their nail growth. You need to find this out, as this is really going to make a client understand whether the treatment's going to be effective or why it's not as effective, because if they're on strong medication, this can be a big influencing factor. Pregnancy. So during pregnancy, at the beginning, nails become weak and brittle, and then over time can become a lot stronger. They produce more oils, so you'll find sometimes if you have clients that are used to nail extensions, then they don't stay on as long, so they go for a manicure pedicure. So there's more oils on the nails, a lot stronger. So anything like poor circulation, such as diabetes, can cause your nail and skin, first of all, your nails not to grow and your skin not to have that glow because it's not getting the nutrients. Coming in for a manicure is going to be brilliant for that because you can enhance that circulation for them. Looking more external factors, incorrect product use or incorrect filing, as well as your job. So especially if you're a manual worker, labourer, anyone that has their hands in water a lot, like hairdressers, this can affect your nail growth and strength as well as your skin condition. And we all know that in the winter our nails are not as strong, and the summer they seem to be a lot better. So seasons can have an influencing factor as well on nail growth and skin condition.